Okay, hello everybody. Well, I am very well making my first weather radio collection video. I've never made one of these before, as you saw on my YouTube channel, and it's time I make one, especially since I've, completely gutted out a lot of my weather radio collection that how it used to be. And now it's a lot smaller and I have a lot less, so I don't have to go over, a whole collection for 3 hours straight, just yapping on. This is still going to be a long video, so bear with me, but yes, I get it. It is 1:53 in the morning, but honestly, I'm not tired. I'm bored. Not only that, but it's really quiet in the house and everyone's asleep, and this kind of gives me an opportunity to make this video without a bunch of noises going on right now. So, let's get into this, guys. Alright, to start off, I just got this yesterday. This is a newly acquired AlertWorks EAR10. I got another one. I have two of them, but I got another one because I like the sound of both of them. And also, the other ones I had in the past, like my white one, I wanted to go to the black ones because they kind of just, I like the look of them better, honestly. Not only that, but also they tend to activate better, and the white one has really bad reception issues. And I wanted two of them, though, because they sound really cool together. And, like I said, the other ones that I had weren't really good. Like, they were in okay condition, but, they were kind of quieter than these ones that I have. And I'm not going to be alert testing the radios, unfortunately, because, well, look at the time, guys. So, yeah, there it is. Alright, I got this 2 days ago. This is a Radio Shack 12519. It is a first header. I wasn't going to keep one originally, but I decided I wanted to. But my old one, because this is a new one actually, but my old one died. The tuner just killed itself. It's like, screw you. So I had to get a new one. It was expensive, but I don't care. I wanted one in my collection, and it's going to sound really great. I'm very happy with it. And it doesn't do this stupid signal loss glitch. It works flawlessly. And the speaker, let me just show you. It sounds super good.
Bay and inland water.
I couldn't ask for a better 519. I've had this thing forever, practically when I first started. I've had this for about 3 years. This is a Radio Shack 12996. This thing was only $30, and it was new. I think it was. But I do want to say really quick, out of any weather radio, I'd highly recommend this the most. This is a really nice weather radio. Not only because it's touchscreen, but also it never misses an alert, at least if you have good reception, that is. And it just, these things don't die. They're really nice radios, and they look so good. And they don't take a lot of space. I like the display of it all. It's really nice. Quite surprising that this thing hasn't died yet, but this is a 07 model 12262. I've had this thing for like 2 years.
Miles.
Works really, wow, I can't talk. This works really great. Sorry for that stutter there. This is a Radio Shack 12521. This thing is a real pain in the ass. Mainly because, well, it's a 2011 model, but it just very rarely gets good reception.
Bay and inland.
Like, it sounds so bad.
Tonight.
Piece of crap. But it's still a nice radio. Don't get me wrong, I like it. And I wasn't going to keep it, but I wanted all three of these. Like, and, my 05 12261.
Inland.
I love all the sirens on these. They sound so cool in their first header, so yeah. But yeah, the 05 261.
He's one.
This is the, I think the version 20 MG Kit MD319. Oh. Yep, there we go. Sometimes it does that stupid, and it has the light here that I put on the wall recently. I have my version 16 HH, but this is the V15. And I decided to keep another one because, have both of them would sound cool, but it's out of service right now because I lost the power cord. And I think the power cord was actually broke on it anyway, so it's out of service right now. But I like the HH second header. Same with this. This is second header, and it sounds pretty good. My other AlertWorks, this was my very first one, and I've had this thing forever. It's worked really great, and I got two of them now, so pretty nice. This is my Midland WR400.
Afternoon.
Like this radio a lot. It's essentially the 300 there, which is, this is the deluxe model V5, version 5, WR300. This is probably my most favorite Midland weather radio. I really do like it, and This is essentially the, the WR400. I mean, the WR400 is just the upgraded version of the 300, I guess. This is my Accurite. Now, this is a newer one, a new one, because my old one was in shit condition, and it was totally broken, so I had to get a new one. Now, this thing is also not in the very best condition, but it still works. It works a lot better than the other one, and the screen is not dim, so... And it works really great, honestly. So, yeah, and I do like the scroll on that thing. It's another reason why I wanted to keep it, and it sounds cool. This is my Sangean, whatever you want to call it, CL100. I love the LCD on this thing.
Wind 5 to 10 knots.
Pretty nice weather radio, honestly. This is one of my personal favorite first header weather radios, or I should say CB weather radio. CB radio. This is a Radio Shack 211679. It's not the A model. This is the original one. I love this mainly because of the watch tone. It has an epic watch tone on it. I recommend to get one for your collection. Not only that, but watch a video of a siren test of it, and you'll see why it's a nice sounding radio. Here's my out of service scanners. I lost space for them, but this is my Radio Shack Pro 405. This was my second ever scanner I got. My first one was the Pro 163, which I don't have anymore. I sold that. This is a very, very rare MFJ 8310. I believe I am the only enthusiast publicly known to own one of these. Or I haven't found any out of not even weather radio collectors, but just people that have scanners, like scanner collecting. They don't even have this. So, this is the YouTube first, pretty much. But yeah, I found this thing while I was in a parking lot, and I freaked out because this was a rebranded, pretty much. Glad I got it though, and it's the blue buttons, and it does the really cool skipping adviso in its first header. It's pretty nice. My Gricom PSR 410. I love that thing. It's a nice scanner. It is analog though. I thought at first it was digital, but then I found out it was analog. Kind of strange considering the buttons and the layout is a digital version. I wasn't going to keep this, but I decided to because these are quite nice, honestly. This is a Midland 74-200 version 8.
Or less.
Pretty nice, but it has crashed before. Kind of annoying, but they're cool. Alright, over to here. This is my first ever weather radio, guys. This is the Midland WR120 EZ, I think.
Midnight.
But this was my very first weather radio. Bought it on November 10th, folks.
Wind surround.
There it is. This is my Midland WR100 V5, and it's the serial number on the back. This is the one that dies, but
Becoming.
I've had it for close to 3 years, and it still works flawlessly. So pretty nice. Okay, this one's kind of weird, but at the same time, I love it. This is my Radio Shack 12251. This thing, believe it or not, is mostly first and second header. This is a 2000 model.
In location.
But this thing is weird because it likes to activate mostly on the first to second header. Sometimes, very rarely, does it activate on the third header. And I've noticed that in my videos, when it activates on first or second header, it has a slightly different alert tone than the original. It's really weird, I don't understand it, but it is a pretty cool radio, especially with the one character here, little screen, considering it's the same radio and it has no screen like this, but this thing actually kind of looks cool, and it sounds really cool as well, and I love the error key tones.
5 knots.
Pretty nice. I forgot the model number of this. I think it starts with CR or something, but this is the Max Digital. I do like the sound of this thing. It sounds pretty good. Pretty nice.
2 seconds.
Alright, this is my Eton Zone Guard. This is the one that has the green light beacon for weekly tests, which I prefer. But I do like this radio, especially... I can't talk, man. I'm stuttering. The NWR activation. I love that. So, yeah. This is the First Alert WX150. I think it's part of the Sima series or whatever. But I do like this radio a lot. I like it mainly because with the advisory watch and warning lights, they flash like a strobe. So it's pretty cool.
Low tide Tuesday.
Alright, folks, some more scanners. Right here, we got the absolute loud boys. This is my Whistler WS-1095, and this is my Whistler WS-1098. These things are not only crazy loud, but they're crazy activation. They love to activate on the first, second, and the third header. I don't understand it. With statements or weekly tests and warnings, they mostly activate on first to second header. But with watches, I've seen that they've activated on third header. I don't understand it, but I've also, when I had my FM transmitter, which I don't have anymore, I tested a watch on these things and activated on first and then sometimes second header. It's weird. These things just, they're basically all header for all I'm concerned, but, you know, kind of like this thing. But, they are really loud, and they sound so good, especially with two of them, so never regret buying these. Love these things. My favorite scanners. This, speaking of loud scanners, this is a Uniden BCD260DN. That thing is also a monster. It's loud as hell, and I love that thing, especially the little alert light blinking. I'd recommend this than more than I mean, I know that people love, like, the BC370 CRS and FM activation, but I'd rather have this because that thing is just, it's louder and it's just so cool. And it's also smaller, so it doesn't take as much space. But yeah, this is the Grecom PSR 400. I kept this rather than the 163 because this is actually louder, and I kind of like the square buttons for the arrows there. I like that a lot, honestly. Alright, both of my Sharecoms. This was one of my other really big sought-after weather radios in the past. This was almost technically one of my dream weather radios. I think I made a video. It was my dream weather radio I got on or something. But I got this right before a hurricane was coming over, which is pretty nuts. But y'all want to know how the whole Sharecom WRP50 thing started? Well, I'm just going to explain this really quick. That's a little bit of yapping, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to explain this. So, I've been trying to find this radio forever,
Midnight.
and it works really great, by the way. I've been dying to find one of these, and they're first header, and they sound so cool, like a telephone. Well, the website called Fisher Scientific was out of stock on these for a long time. Well, one of these days, I was just trying to find one for sale or just look at photos, and all of a sudden, I see the website say it's in stock. Well, I go and buy it from one of its other, I guess, other companies. I forgot the name of it, but these are by LifeSecure, I guess, from the sticker according to the box. It said lifesecure.com or something on it. But I bought it, and at first I thought it was going to be a scam or not legit. Well, I got it in the mail with the WRP50 box, and let's just say I crashed out. It was just pretty nuts, and I was so excited. I'm glad I have this radio. But yeah, the only thing that sucks about these is the, you know, they don't activate for tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm. Seriously, I can't talk. Severe thunderstorm warnings, and then, like, tropical storm warnings, and yeah, it sucks. But that's because of the older 3-digit codes or whatever they're called in there. Well, luckily, this thing can activate for tornado warnings, tropical storm warnings, and severe thunderstorm warnings. Has it right in the programming. Has the old and newer codes in there for the alert. I got this shortly after the WRP 50, but this is the Sharecom WRP 500. And these things are notorious for being very expensive, and they're kind of popular now. I mean, ever since I've been showing it on YouTube, it's kind of gotten a little bit of popularity, but this is the one with the map, and it is first header. And it is kind of loud. It's a little bit quieter than this, but it still works really great. And I got it off of a bidding website, and luckily saw it really before really anyone else really got to see it, because really no one saw it, so got to get it without really any competition, because it wasn't even labeled as no weather radio in the listing, so that's nice. And then this is the Vector WC3000 DSV, I think, but this is soon to be replaced by the Weather Channel VEC136 that I recently bought, because this thing's quiet and it's kind of works like crap, so it's kind of shit, not gonna lie, but this thing scares me, honestly. It's a cool radio, but the alert tone is freaky to me. Not only that, but also the way it looks in like the TV screen, it's kind of like one of those like X-ray machines. I don't know. It's kind of scares me. It's just a kind of weird radio. Yeah, but the alert tone is pretty creepy on this thing. But it's also cool, and it's first header, so yeah. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. I wasn't going to keep this, but I decided to. This is the Midland WR120 DSP, second header. I don't know why it's having shit reception now, but I guess Casey is being dumb, as usual. But I put it on my wall recently, and there you go. Oh, and don't worry, I won't forget this. This is the Recom R1630B or C or something. This was to replace my yellowed one that I had back in the past that my friend got, but this thing worked great, and it has the Recom light on it. Pretty nice. Alright, my Radio Shack 12993. I've had this thing for about 2 years now, and I absolutely love this thing. It's a great handheld radio, and they're pretty sought after. But yeah, and I guess KC30 is being dumb, because, yeah, it's flashing the signal thing on there. Speaking of dream weather radios, this is my ER200, my most favorite weather radio in my collection. That one's probably my second favorite. You are probably my third. But yeah, this is the ER200 gray buttons. This was my dream weather radio of mine, and I think everyone already knows the backstory between this, but this thing I got off of Facebook Marketplace, and I crashed out when I saw it. I freaked out when I was on the call with my friends, and they're yelling at me, get it, because they knew it was like my biggest weather radio of all time I wanted. But yeah, I'm really glad I got it, and it works flawlessly. Sometimes it misses an alert, but other than that, it looks really cool with the gray buttons. So I'm really glad I got it. And I don't have it flashing WX because it saves on battery. So yeah, I very rarely have to charge this thing. It's lasted almost a month without a charge because I just have it kind of like a clock right now. And then for a weekly test, I just do that. But yeah, this thing's great. Same with you as well. I like this thing as well. So they look cool together. Look almost the same. Brothers. Well, we're just about done, guys. So this is these things are kind of crap, I'm not going to lie, but they're still cool. I just don't like how the watch light is smaller than the warning advisory, but whatever. This is, I think it's called Dissipur. It's such a weird name. But this is the WR321 weather radio. This just came out this year, I think last month. These things are weird, but they're also cool, and they're like first or second header. This one, mine, if the signal is perfect, it's first header, but if the signal is a little bit like static, well, that's really shit. But but if it's a little bit more static, it activates on the second header. But it looks cool at the screen, but like the buttons and the speaker, it's a little unusual. But at the same time, I mean, what do you expect? It's a very modern weather radio, so it's cool. Hello, Bucky. And it came with the little light there. And then this is the Emerson Smart Set. I forgot the name, or well, no, the model number, but I use this thing to since it's wireless charging, and it's actually 50 watt, and it charges my phone pretty fast, so I actually like this thing. It's cool. And I honestly have both of these together because they're kind of similar, especially with like the buttons here. But anyway, that is my weather radio collection, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will mention that my Radio Shack Pro 2055 is out of service because the screen is broke. I'm going to try and get a new one later. But other than that, there's not really other big radios I'm going to go after, except for the Motorola MWR 822 or 815. After I get that, I might make like an updated weather radio collection, because I might get a few more. But I'm not too sure yet, because honestly, I'm pretty much happy with what I have. And I have a total of 36 right now. And, you know, I'm pretty happy with this collection, so I really couldn't ask for more except the Motorola. But yeah, so that is it. Well, I mean, I have 37 because of the version 16HH, or maybe 38 because of the Pro 2055, but other than that, I mean, I counted them all before making this video, but that's my collection, guys. I mean, I really don't know what else to add, unless if another weather radio comes to the market, that's same. If it's 1050, no, it's not going to happen. Like, I heard about the ER310 Pro. Ridiculous. Too expensive. I mean, I get that it's expensive because of the parts and all that, but at the same time, not worth it, and it's not same, so why? No point. And I have the gray buttons. But anyway, that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.